Hello, everybody. Welcome to TokiTV, our weekly gathering each and every week for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. You can see Deb Cruz smiling in the corner. For those of you on the screen, you probably don't know this, but when we're backstage and there's a video playing, Deb and I can see everyone. And so Deb is back there dancing. She's cracking up, and she's having the greatest. Yeah, there she goes. She likes the intro video. I see people are following the normal protocol, putting their names in the chat where you're watching from. Please continue to do that while people join. And we're having a good time already. But what we're going to do is take a minute to get ourselves centered. And we're going to do that by sitting in silence while we play the flood song, the Lemon National Anthem. So those of you on the screen, I'm going to mute you while we play this. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes, however you want to get yourself centered. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We have quite the show today. And before we get to our main guest, I want to do quick check-ins with everybody. Howard, let's start with you. How are you, Howard? Oh, we got you. You're on mute, though.
Muting.
There you are.
No. Doing fine, thank you. Up here in the rainy Pacific Northwest, we're in the middle of a couple of weeks of rain, thankfully.
Yeah.
The rainforest is soaking it up, and the salmon are spawning, and the rivers are running, and it's a wonderful time when it rains.
Amen.
I'm glad you're with us today, Howard. Christina, how's it going?
I'm happy to be here. Happy to hear what's going on. Just excited. Thank you.
And Deborah Osh is dropping off and on, so she must be having service issues. But Deborah is with us today as well, so she'll probably jump back on here in a minute. Deb Cruz, how's it going?
It's raining. It's wonderful. That's it.
A lot to be thankful for. A lot. Alejandro.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Here it only rains hearts from the heavens, just going towards Toki, you know. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Raynell, for having you here today. We really, really appreciate with our hearts. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And we have a lot of people from all over. I just want to give a special shout out to Ola in it's evening time in Germany. And Ola, thank you for being with us. We really appreciate it. Deborah, let's see if we can keep you on for a minute. You want to do a quick hello? You want to say anything? Okay. Well, I think we got your picture, but not your volume, so that's okay. But that's okay. Thank you for being with us. Yeah, we're not here, but thank you for being with us, Deborah. Maybe if you jump back out and back in, it'll work. But we have people from Essex, England, on here. We have Massachusetts, Australia, West Palm Springs. A lot of people from Washington and California, Friday Harbor, Minnesota, Arizona, Vero Beach. So we have a lot of Florida as well, Indiana. I mean, we have people from all over today, and people are still joining. I think we're going to have a lot of folks watching with us today. But why don't we go ahead and get started? I would like to introduce Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Raynell Morris. And Raynell, I will just turn that over to you.
Hi, Shka. Thank you, Annette, and to the whole panel, your family. I raise my hands in love and respect. Hi, Shka. Natsiam, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Welcome to everyone. I'm glad you're here. My traditional name is Sk'aliCh'elh. My English name is Raynell Morris. I'm from Lummi Nation. And the first song that you heard is our Lummi National Anthem. It's what we call the flood song. As Lak'tamish people, we're survivors of the Great Flood. And I'm honored today to be able to share some of the Lak'tamish culture and some of our spiritual ways. I want everybody to make that connection between Lak'tamish people and Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. So today I hope I can walk you through kind of the beginning, where we were in the middle, and where we're going in the future for our relatives, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. And for us, we call her our relative because she's Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. She's an Orca. She's a member of the Southern Resident Killer Whale families, the J, K, and L pods. And in our beliefs is they are our relatives that live under the waves wearing Sk'aliCh'elh regalia. And our late Chief Sk'aliCh'elh had a beautiful way of explaining who they are. And so we wanted to share his explanation of Sk'aliCh'elh and Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Annette, if you could show the video.
Give me 1 second.
I was raised with lots of old people. I knew lots of old people in my day. And they talked about Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Achansasan, it's a Flamichosan Kalat. Gansa Salo, Quanasanatiachel, talk. He Achansasan, it's a Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Saskado, he's Sashquiam, that's a Flamichosan. An elder came to my house. He came right in, he sat down. I come to tell you a story of your people. And he said, you remember this now, the story of Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, the blackfish or the killer whale. And it's a long story, but they come from the people that live under the water. And a young man went down and he saw the people that lived under the water. But everything in creation are all our brothers and sisters and our relatives. That's why we have to respect everything. That's why we give thanks to everything that we eat, everything that we do, because we all know that they come from people at one time and they're our relatives. Well, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut was taken away off to Florida, and it's kind of like our people. When the government and the church came in, they took our children away to parochial and government schools. And they tried to take away our culture, our history, our language, our values, and our families. So she's in the same situation as our people. She has that, like he's saying, that historical trauma that we all live through and that we all carry every day. But we need to strive to maintain our identity as to who we are as a people and how we're related to Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. I really feel bad for her. I watched the video as she cries. It really makes you feel bad to see her crying to people. All we're trying to do is help her. It's not only Lummi Nation that's fighting to get her back. There's a lot of other people that are helping all along the way. That are willing to step forward and help get her here. So, with these few words, I just wanted to share with you.
I just love and know that our late Chief Salik is walking with ancestors and still providing guidance and still checking on Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. It's important to know that the Lak'tamish people believe that everything is connected. It's called a Shakya. It's a cosmology of the air, the water, the land, the trees. Everything is connected in our web of life. You disturb one thing and it impacts the whole. So that's a little bit about her, our connection as our relative, and how she got her name is important for us to share with you. Just like I got my name, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut is my Lummi name. I carry two. My other name is Kamusni. It's Yakima. So I carry two because it honors where I came from, the different sides of the different family. And what we did for the southern resident killer whales is we gave them a Lak'tamish name. Sk'aliCh'elh is where they were held captive to take their babies in that cove. Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut's name is the female derivative of Sk'aliCh'elh. And so I wanted to share with you, Doug James has a beautiful way to help us pronounce her name correctly. So I wanted to have Doug share that with you.
You know, when we started working to bring, at that time, Lolita home, our chief says, you know, he calls us in, you know, and he says that we have to put another name on her, a name that comes from her home waters here. And it comes from where the village of Sk'aliCh'elh was located over in Penn Cove. And so he took the name of that village and commemorated the area where she was taken from. You know, that he finished off the name and it goes Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. 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 And he asked us that if we could put that name on her. And we did that last year down in Miami in front of this aquarium down there. And so, in honoring of our late chief, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, he just recently passed back in June. But he's feel in our heart and soul and spirit, that he's watching over.
So I'm trying to take you through a quick journey of how we start out and where we evolve to and how things come to be for us as Sk'aliCh'elh people. And when we're sick, whether we call it Indian sick or medically sick, we gather, and people that hold special powers and gifts, we bring our family together and we pray for them. We'll do a healing ceremony to help the spirit and the body. And we've done this several times for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. We've been out in the islands. We've done ceremony 8 times, bringing live Chinook out in the Salish Sea to feed Sk'aliCh'elh and to carry messages to her mother ocean sun of the El Pod. And the other thing we did recently for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut was a ceremony at a sacred site that we call Witchiakan. The non-Indigenous folks here know it as Cherry Point. And so I just wanted to share one of our sacred healing songs that we did at the water for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. raise my hands to the Bob family. I love and respect them so much. And for them as a family to support their mother, their grandmother, their auntie, to make these trips back to Miami to see our relative, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. And the reason during the song that we were facing the water is we believe that prayer song will travel over the water to her mother so she knows we're praying for her daughter, to her in Miami so she can feel the healing sounds and know she's loved and we're caring for her. We're taking care of her Indian, her spirit. And that's part of the way why we've been asking to go to Miami to pray with her in person, that's part of the spirit and the energy work. Now that we have the vets there to take care of the medical, the best expert medical care we can get for her, Shirley and I are taking care of her Indian, taking care of her spirit by being right there to connect with her and to pray. And the reason that you saw cedar sprigs being handed out on the beach there is cedar is sacred. Water is sacred. We believe by putting the cedar in the water, that scent, that smell of cedar will bring our people home, will help Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut find her way home. And so this is the importance of ceremony, healing Indian spirit and taking care of it. So when we went to Miami in July was the beginning of this work. And as many of you know that's following her, in a couple of weeks of us leaving her, she got really sick. She stopped allowing them to give her her medication, her antibiotics for her infection. The infection started growing stronger. She lost her appetite. We were all very concerned for her. And because we're not there, we were trying to do, and many of you participated, so Sk'aliCh'elh for that, and sending her prayers and healing energy. So we were called, and I was called and invited back. And you don't think about, oh, is this a good time? Does it work? No, you go. When you're called, you go. So Shirley and I went last week, and the same thing. We brought cedar, we brought Salish sea water, and my drum, because my drum is the instrument that carries the messages through from the ancestors, from the whale people, from the energy, from those above, and still here on earth. And there were many messages, again, just like there was in July, for her. I could feel it. I don't know who it was. I don't know what the message was, but I could feel it coming through the drum to her. And I tell her when I'm drumming, this is your heartbeat. This is my heartbeat. This is the whale people's heartbeat. It's the Lakhtamish people's heartbeat. Aishwalwan, one heartbeat, one mind. And I tell her those messages are going to start coming through. I'm going to be quiet, but I'm going to keep drumming. And she received them. The whole time she stayed right in front of me, taking this all in. And we wanted to take care of our Miami family. Those back there like Alejandro, Sylvia, Lawrence, Roberto, Samuel, and we had a member of our Albuquerque family there, Annette. So when we flew in Sunday night, Annette arranged and helped me do a surprise Sk'aliCh'elh dinner for our Miami and Albuquerque family. And so Annette's going to scroll through some of the pictures that we took from that gathering, sharing a meal. Haishka them, I brought little cedar wreaths I'd made with a Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut medallion. Brought Sk'aliCh'elh water. And just raised my hands in love and respect to them and thanked them for being there and loving our relative like they would love their own. So it was an opportunity for us to sit down and talk, and I could hear what some of their concerns were and share what I knew. It was so important for us to take care of the people that take care of our relatives, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. It's important for us to do that work. That's part of our shillelagh, part of our culture, part of our way of life, to make sure we say, Haishka, thank you, my friend. We love and respect you. And this is Shirley and I, and Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut is so special. I just admire her strength, her commitment to family, her commitment to do what's asked of her all these years, over 50 years. And when we got there on Monday, excuse me, Quasin, quiet. It's my guard dog. When we got there, we went over and greeted her, and she recognized us right away. We had eye contact. It was just beautiful. And I understand how many of you feel. It's one thing to pray from afar and believe that energy is going, because it is. But it's an entire different experience to make that connection through looking in your eyes, each other's eyes, connecting with that energy right in front of you. She loved that. I can't wait till you all can experience that too. I'm blessed. Shirley felt blessed as well to be able to do that. So with Shirley singing songs, making that connection, she loved that music in that song. Some of it was in English, some of it was in what we call Lummi Chasin in Lummi language. And I already told you about the drumming. And we kept giving her time to digest this. And, the staff was there this whole time when we were there, and we told them, it's not our intention to interfere with our work with her, to interfere with her routine. So we would know when it was time that she had to work with her MSQ staff folks. And we haishka them, gave them a cedar wreath, gave them Sk'aliCh'elh water, raised our hands to them. One of the staff people came over to me and said, why are you thanking me? And I said, it's our way. You're taking care of our relative. We want to take care of you. They're not thanked much. That was obvious. She just held the gifts to her. So helping staff understand who I am, who Shirley is, who Lakhtamish people are, who Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut is, helps them make that connection and take better care of her the way she needs to be cared for. So we raised our hands to them, and we were able to be there Monday and Tuesday with her and experience quite a bit. Each day we repeated that. Each day the cedar boughs that I had brought, we brush her off and sing a cleansing song and Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut to her. What the cedar boughs do, because we do that for our people as well, is it takes things off on you that are negative, that are unhealthy, that are harmful. So we did that each day for her, and we left them with staff to do that until there's nothing left of the cedar boughs. That'll help keeping her clean and free of any negative thoughts, any harmful things that could be coming to her. And it was just the words that Shirley and I kept coming with is blessings. We were so blessed. She's blessed. The other thing that, is always part of what I see when I have energy is sparkles. There was sparkles. She was happier. She's healthier. She's brighter. And it was a blessing to see, because even Leahy was brighter, was more energetic. So she's eating better. She's taking her medicine. She is participating and interacting more than she had before. And I believe, Shirley believes, she's going to get better, stronger in spirit and in body. So we're grateful to the Dolphin Company. I know there's other things going on there. I'm not naive. I know it. But my obligation is to my relative. And what they were doing for her with this partnership with Friends of Lolita, what they're doing for her and allowing and inviting us back to take care of her Indian and honoring and respecting her culture. That's my focus. That's where I'm at. Because she's going to come home. She is readying herself. So I just want to take a minute to ask those that were at the Sk'aliCh'elh dinner if there's things that you want to share about our dinner together, how you felt.
Alejandro, do you want to go first?
I feel so blessed to have you, Raynell and Shirley. And I was the happiest man because I know you visit her, you pray for her, she felt your love, and Shirley. So this is very important to me, very important to Sylvia, her husband, to everyone, to Annette, that she traveled from another state to join us, and she organized everything. So we are a family. I feel that Lolita feel our love, and like you said, she will be coming home. She's a warrior. She's a big spirit too. She belongs to Lamy family. My wish is to see her reunited with her mother, Ocean Sun. Do a celebration over there with everyone. Thank you so much, and I really, really enjoyed the dinner too. Thank you. Sk'aliCh'elh.
I'll just share. It was, I felt blessed to be able to, yes, I arranged the surprise, but I didn't, how it worked out with me going there and then Raynell and Shirley being there at the same time. That wasn't planned originally. And so for me, it was just another reassurance and, the right place at the right time. We were called there to do a ceremony as well, which we did earlier that day. And then to have that dinner just really felt just being with family and just how clear we're all connected in our family through our love for her. That was so present through the smiles and the conversations and the, just the being with, when you see your family you haven't seen in a long time, just how how wonderful that was the feeling. And there was a moment I sat there and I was just looking, at Sylvia and Lawrence and Pete and Samuel and just everyone smiling and just how much love was there. And I knew that was going to be carried in directly to her through you, Sk'aliCh'elh. And I know she felt this earlier in the day through our ceremony, but there was something about that sharing of love through that dinner with you that I know she received the following day. So I'm absolutely blessed, and the dinner was wonderful. Thank you again for that. I will share a meal with you anytime. Just thank you so much.
Well, I love you guys. And even if you weren't at the Haishka dinner, it's always on my heart to thank everybody.
Kashka. Respect.
I have so much gratitude for those of you on the screen and all of those tuning in. Your prayers are so important to her. That's what we believe. And now we can talk about what's in the future for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Instead of going day by day, hour by hour, we're talking about the future. Latimish culture and the ancestors are clearing her path home. This is culturally led, everything. I know a lot of the news media and some of the coverage, well, almost all of the coverage, is all medically based, kind of science based. But we believe it's culturally led. We believe that it's her culture, it's our ancestors, it's everyone praying for her together is what's going to bring her home. The science to it, the permits, the regulatory parts of it are pieces. But it's the Latimish culture and our ancestors leading this from day one, and they will never leave her, even when she comes home. And what, they've shared with me is we can and need to start looking toward the future, what the future looks like for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, what the future looks like for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. And we know that we have done through Sacred Sea an operational plan that has been vetted through experts. And it is a living document that is very comprehensive from A through Z. We knew it was necessary, had a learning curve. I know in that operational plan, we had to cover some uncomfortable things. Like, what if she passes in transit? What if she passes here? That's all dealt with in that plan in a cultural way. So I want to remind everybody that work has been done and it's being updated as we learn more, as we partner more with other people like the Friends of Lolita and others. And so what I wanted to share with you, many of you have seen it on the sacredsea.org website, is the Lummi Talk. That means her Lummi home. So I've asked Annette to share the animated graphic of what her home would look like so we can start seeing her in it. So this is to help people understand that this work has been going on this whole time. We haven't been just waiting for the new owner to take over. We haven't been just waiting, for them to partner with Friends of Lolita and to invite us to do ceremony with her. It's been simultaneous, this other work with the operational plan, and her let me talk. The other thing that is new and is sparkly, Pritam Singh, who is a co-founder of Friends of Lolita, announced a week ago at a news conference on Channel 10 Miami that there will be a stakeholders conference where we all come together and we start talking about her coming home. What does that look like? What are the steps? We do know, what the regulatory part is, but inviting our regulatory partners to the table. That's one of who our stakeholders are. Having advocates at the table, that's a stakeholder. The date's not been firmed up, but it will happen. We will sit together and we will determine what our next steps are to bring her home. So that's beautiful and good. And I wanted today to be uplifting so you could connect with who the Lakhtamish people are, where she's going to live, who she is to us, who her family, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, are, so you would have a better connection with her. And as this is part of what we do, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut has their own way to gather and celebrate. And they call it the super pod, where J, K, and L pods come together. Here with the Lakhtamish people, we call it a potlatch, where family gathers. We all come together. We all celebrate. We feast. We sing our songs. We talk to each other. We're joyful. And so this is what is going to happen. I've been told from ancestors. A big celebration like's never been seen. So I wanted to share with you what Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut looks like in their potlatch, in their super pod.
So I'm going to share this. I just want to say this was taken from Centers for Whale Research. So I'm going to be sharing a portion of this video, 4 minutes of it, and then I'll put the link in the chat so you guys can all watch the longer version. But beautiful, beautiful footage. So give me 1 second to try to switch gears here, but this is good stuff. All right, here we go.
Can you visualize that? Her whole family, all of us, Deb dancing.
And laughing, but she's muted, but she'll be laughing.
So I just wanted to share a little bit of who I am, Lactamish woman, who my people are, our way of life, our culture, who Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut is, her family, her way of life, and how we're working to heal her Indian and ready her to come home.
Wow. I'm sure Howard wants to say something.
Well, I'm not really prepared for anything, but yes, so beautiful and so fitting to see her family in their way of celebrating and being together, their kind of potlatch, their gathering, their travels, their joy, their celebration. We don't know what it all means when they slap their tail, but playful, and it's joy. It's we're witnessing their joy, and they seem to just express that so often in their happiest times, and we can feel it. I mean, we have enough empathy to be able to feel their joy with them, and those video clips so well. I'm so glad you showed those. I just want to see the day when Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut can come home and be with her family and join those celebrations. I would love to see that.
Christina?
I feel that she's halfway home, and I feel the energy is starting to heal the Salish Sea and heal the earth. And I feel that harmony and balance. I feel that it's beginning. And
Thanks, Christina. Alejandro?
I agree with Howard. I want to see that day when Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut comes home. She can enjoy the celebration. I keep encouraging everyone to keep, to do the prayers. Don't forget, because we need to keep sending her positive energy. So I feel deeply into my heart she will be coming home soon. Thank you so much, Raynell.
Yes. Thank you. And lots of comments. Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, lots and lots. People want it to be televised. I mean, everybody wants to see
Yes.
when she comes home, just the super pot in the water and the super pot outside the water. I mean, we're just, oh, what a day this is going to be. And we know it is going to be. People say, just so beautiful. It's touching my heart. Lots of thank yous, Raynell. That was so beautiful, so powerful. Thank you so much. May it be. Thank you for all your insights. This is so important, and the media should also cover the cultural and emotional part more than just focusing on the medical and scientific parts. And I absolutely agree with that. Lots of hearts. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you, Sk'aliCh'elh, for your beautiful share. You are beautiful, and I thank you. Lots of thank you. So please go back, Sk'aliCh'elh, and watch or read the comments because there's a lot of them and a lot of thank yous. So at the end, as we do when we're playing the song, we'll do our best to pop them up. But there's, I don't know. I lost track of how many comments there were. So, but I'm sure everyone will go back and read them. Raynell, anything you want to leave us with? We have a few more minutes, but just any last encouraging words? Oops, sorry, Deb.
Well, I feel like when ever you're starting to be afraid or to doubt, just try to go to your peaceful place of prayer, wherever that is, and visualize her heartbeat, her mother's heartbeat, your own heartbeat, all one, happy, healthy, together in celebration of life and family. Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut.
Thank you, Raynell. You are always welcome on here on TokiTV anytime. We all love when you're here. It really does, and I read this in the comments too, just gives so much hope because you're so connected, and just thank you for sharing with us. Everyone every week just wants any bit of information, and this was beautiful, and to hear that, and to hear that Leahy as well. It's good to hear about him. So just thank you for sharing. Everyone, we'll do another evening prayer and meditation this week, and every single Sunday we will be here. We haven't had to sit and stare at each other yet because there's been information every week, but we will if we have to. And so, but we will be here, and we appreciate all of you for watching each and every week. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put up a picture of our beautiful Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, and we'll run Shirley Bob's song in the background and put up some comments. Love you all.
Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut.